Hello everyone, welcome to day 47 of my road to $100,000 a month in e-commerce. Filming this one a little bit earlier today because of just a bit of a reflection this morning. So I had a big shift yesterday. I thought I'm gonna give myself 8 hours. I'm not gonna wake up at 7 when I've set my alarm and everything for 7. I'm gonna sleep in. I woke up at 8, snoozed the alarm, woke up again, snoozed it again, and lo and behold, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 hours sleep. Now, I woke up feeling pretty good, as you would, after 11 hours of sleep, but it means that from 7 to 11, I've lost 4 hours of my day. And 4 hours, I suppose I haven't exactly lost 4 because I can use those 4 hours later in the night. But then for me to wake up at 7 again, I just tune into more sleep in the future, for tonight, for instance. And I was content with it at the time being, but then, once you have breakfast, you get ready. I've uploaded a bunch of these vlogs. It's, 12:30. And that's where you start to feel your losses for the day. And by me deleting Instagram, deleting TikTok, which I haven't talked about previously, because I find that I was just spending too much time. It'd be 15 minutes there, 15 minutes here, maybe another half an hour, all that in the same day. Maybe a few more little stints here and there. And so that's why I deleted them. So I thought, they're not getting me anywhere. I'm not really using them for anything at the time being. I don't really care what other people are doing and what they posted. It's like, who cares? So obviously some people I do care, but for the majority that are on my feed, I don't. Especially TikTok, and Instagram Reels. They're just there for entertainment. Anyway, so I deleted them. And I find that the only real dopamine source I have is either Mark's videos on YouTube or work here. That's it. And so when I find that I'm slightly frustrated or a little bit annoyed with myself and where I've come in this journey and how hard I've worked, which is not that hard, and how much time I think I have compared to what time I actually have, or what time I've actually put into work, or how time can just get stripped away from me throughout the day and not realizing it. When those frustrations used to come up, I would then be like, oh, fuck, and I'd just go on my phone, or I'd do something else, or I might exercise, and that's all right, but it's just like getting this sort of dopamine in, and it's a way of me sort of escaping the reality of my circumstances. And I used to always think that I had it quite good. I have it very comfortable. It's not English. I am in a very comfortable position. And that's detrimental to this journey and to the effort and the hard work and the discipline that I need to form for this. And for my career, for setting up a career in this, a career in entrepreneurship. And I think deep down I always knew I didn't have it, but it's come to light more now that I'm not avoiding it and I'm sort of letting myself sit in it. And then it sort of doubles down the frustration. But it makes me realize the reality of it, reality of where I am, and that everything's on me, and that no one's going to do this hard work for me, No one's going to form this discipline for me. And something that I also tossed up before getting into BBA is that, okay, well, if it takes me a certain amount of money, let's say, to get to $100,000 a month, hypothetically, which was a goal that I wasn't so strict on before BBA. I thought, all right, well, if I invest into BBA, it's probably going to shorten that time horizon. And so I could end up spending the same amount of money running ads and learning those lessons by myself, but I'm going to spend it on BBA and get things done quicker. So I was like, oh, well, that's an easy sell. That's an easy buy. But the reality of that, for me anyway, is that there's one caveat that I didn't factor into that equation, and that is hard work. And BBA, or any other program that I would invest in currently, or in the past, or for anyone else out there who's in a similar position to me, for anyone who's looking to get into something like this, or get into a course, it's not going to substitute hard work. If you're busting your ass and you're getting stuck at every single turn and you don't know what path to go down, or you're looking at where do I run paid ads, and you're looking at Facebook and TikTok and you're just like, there's just so much going on, what products to sell. People are doing Q4, people are doing Calo data, people are doing going from get hooks, they're going on PP ads. Like, where the fuck do I start? What do I put my time into? That's where I would invest in someone. But even still, if you're a beginner, until you're at $1,000 days, don't buy a course. That's what I would say. Because I definitely should have done that. I should have learnt the hard work, put in the reps, sacrificed what previously I wasn't willing to sacrifice. Like, I wasn't even willing to delete Instagram. Like, what? So you learn these lessons as you go, but this has been a very expensive and time-wasting lesson for me. Like, there's been some good out of it, of course, but I haven't worked hard. And it's a hit of the ego for me to say that as well. But it's the reality, and it's what I've got to accept, and it's what I've got to change. Like, I was not willing to put in the discipline to wake up at 7 this morning and have that be a routine that I do every day. Because I thought I'd be tired, or I thought because I've worked a lot and my body's sore, my feet are sore, whatever, that I need extra sleep. Nope. Because there will be days in the future where I might have to work 48 hours straight. I've seen Blake Evans, who's had his ad account and everything, all his assets just, like, I don't know, stolen or taken off by Meta or something like that. And he's then had to work extremely hard and extremely long hours to get that up and running again. Like, I couldn't do that at this current point. I also don't have the same stakes he does. Like, I'm not generating 10, 30K days. And, you know, I suppose I probably would in the future if I knew what that meant, knew that, okay, if I have to work hard, I'm going to lose everything. Or lose everything, you know, in terms of, like, the brand that he's built. Then I'd probably do it. Because the stakes are higher, of course. But for me, when the stakes aren't high, like still living with my parents in quite a comfortable house, I have a good job, good casual job. There's really, like, good relationships outside, like, socially. There's really no reason for me, if from a forgetting the word, primal brain kind of sense, like your subconscious, there's no reason that he wants to sit down here and bust his balls, especially when he's tired, work against himself, but work for hours or work for a routine. There's no reason why he would want to do this at all. So I've got to convince him that, no, we're doing this for the future, we're doing this because, partly because I like doing it as well. but definitely there's times where I'm like, you get frustrated. It's like in any entrepreneurial venture, any business venture, any work venture either. So I've got to be able to overcome that, and no one's going to do this hard work for me. No one's going to work when I'm tired for me. Not like I'm expected to do 100k a month plus on, I'll work when I'm not tired, or I'll sleep whenever. It's just not, it doesn't align. And maybe it does, but that's going to be years and years in the future. And I can condense that by working harder in the morning, working when I'm tired, having a coffee, like wake up, fuck, I'm tired, get through the first hour, and then maybe have a coffee, and then I'm feeling good. Like I used to do work where it would be physical work, but I'd do it off a couple hours sleep. And that was a routine. You'd wake up at like 3 and you do the work. Or I used to do sales calls at 4. It's doable. It's fucking doable. And I don't have the discipline to be able to sit currently. I don't have the discipline to be able to sit down and do this. But I know I can change that. I know I can believe myself to change that. And I have to, because otherwise then nothing's going to change. And I might not see it in days, I might not see it in weeks, but I'll see it in months of shit, I'm in the same spot, or shit, I've only tested 2 products. It's brutal. And so, yeah, that's why I kind of want to make this video this morning. I need to build discipline. And yeah, another thing is that, in conclusion, this is the price of my goals. Having, and the discipline is the vehicle that's going to get me there, but working through being tired, learning to have that work ethic when I'm tired, when I don't want to do it, when I'm emotionally frustrated or just in the deep bellows. That's the muscle I need to train, and that's the muscle that's going to get me to where I want to go. And you can see that as a sacrifice of like, I'm sacrificing time, I'm sacrificing energy, but I suppose now I'm more seeing it of, this is how it's going to happen. It's not going to happen any other way. I could, but I could get lucky, but in terms of limiting or increasing my chances, I should say, of it happening, I need to work hard, and I need to learn to work hard and have a work ethic here and do it for myself. Because I have no positive, I do have like coaches in BBA, community in BBA, but personally I don't have too many. Personally I have no one who's in my position doing what I'm doing. Even going out on themselves, I have other than parents, like no friends, no one really in my close circle who's doing what I'm doing in terms of like a solo venture. So also thought that I think it sounds bad, it'd also be a bit of a blessing if I got kicked out of BBA. I think that's also me just being a bit lazy too. Like, if I had more pressure, I'd do better. And I suppose that's true, but I also don't know why I'm sort of paying for it. Like, the advice is good, the coaching calls are good. But like I think it's valuable once you hit past $1,000 days and you're looking at email copywriting. You're looking at hiring and how to handle that. All the other kind of sales avenues you can go through, like Google Analytics, Google Ads, I should say, all that fun stuff. Like, yeah, I think otherwise it's not useful to me. No, it is useful, I shouldn't say that. It's not worth the money that I'm paying. But anyway, I'm probably one of the only ones, to my knowledge anyway. I can't imagine there's too many more that are documenting their journey every single day, going through the same course I am, having the same struggles, and potentially failing themselves currently. And that's something that I also need to tackle, is the belief in myself to be able to do what is necessary and not submit that I'm going to fail. I'm going to not work hard. I'm going to sleep in. I'm going to work only when I want to. Like, fuck all that. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to learn these lessons, and I'm going to reach my goals. Anyway, the rest of today, I only got a couple of hours before I start work again, so it'll just be more. I'll potentially finish this product page. I've got some reviews to do, and I'm going to edit some of the product photos. Chief the offer as well, and whether or not I can get to check out, that kind of thing, just sort of try and break it. Potentially there'll be a lot of time soaked up in that, because I've had troubles in the past. Like, to buy the product, I had to go through Mutual, couldn't go through my own store. So I don't know, after either linking it. Anyway, reviews, yeah, and then listicle. That's what's next. And then redoing some ads. So again, it's probably, and then I don't have a hell of a lot of hours on Monday, so I'll probably have to make the most of work when I get back from work, or work here when I get back from work tonight, and then even work tomorrow morning for a big appointment, and then yeah, I've only got another couple of hours in the day. Anyway, onwards.